Hello, everyone. We have some exciting news for you all today. New rules, new Angels news. KU football is undefeated. Let's get talking.
From the baseball podcast.
This is the Opposite Field Outlook. I'm Jack. That's Neil. And that's Andrew. Andrew, how's your day going today?
What's up, guys? Doing well, dude. Just at my practice for water polo. Got hit in the face not once, not twice, but three times. I got a bloody nose. That was fun.
That's a little tough.
Couple battle scars, you know.
Did you get a break after you got hit in the nose 3 times, or did
I
you
said I
just
was
keep
good.
swimming? Just keep swimming. What do you do?
You swim. That's what you gotta do.
Dory knows all.
Dude, literally. And I saw my new Redskins defeat Robert Morris. So that was fun. We're not as good as Kansas quite yet. We're playing Cincinnati in Cincinnati on Saturday. So I'm traveling over there to see what's gonna happen.
That's sick.
We're probably gonna get smoked, but I'm definitely losing my voice if it's not already lost by now. So we'll see what happens. But
Neil,
super exciting stuff.
How's your week been?
It's been pretty good. Trying to remember what happened. I think I did a lot of work. You know, like getting on the grind. I don't know. I was watching a good amount of baseball. You know, keeping up with my Dodgers, who are about to clinch the playoffs twice today. It's gonna be really cool. Can't wait for them to jump in the pool again. Yeah. Weird weather as well. Kind of freaking like
Hurricane.
hot and rainy at the same time. I don't know what's going
Oh, tell us about that. I've seen it on the news.
So
you go out. You look out the window. It's like, dang, it's a nice sunny day, and you go outside, and then like you're wet. It's like, what the heck?
That's insane.
As you know, I'm the meteorology guy. I'm taking a meteorology class. There's a hurricane that broke up, and then the remnants were over California for a little bit. And since hurricanes are tropical systems, they're nice and warm. And there was a heat wave initially. So it was already really hot, and then a warm rainstorm came in, so that didn't fix anything. KU, my week has been really good. I watched the game on Saturday. It was unreal. The KU game was unbelievable. We were playing the West Virginia Mountaineers, and I think we had like an 85% chance of losing. So we all went in, thought the game was already over before it even started, and then the Mountaineers scored 2 touchdowns. Kind of, damn, wow, we really are ass. They weren't making that up, and then we came back in the third quarter. We scored 2 unanswered touchdowns in the third quarter, and it went to overtime. And we got the ball in overtime because I don't know why. I wasn't really paying attention at this point, to be honest. I was doing something else, but we got a game-winning pick 6 to end the game. It was super hype.
That's actually sick.
And now KU football is the best in the Big 12 with a 1-0 conference record.
Shoot, you're right.
I am right.
God,
yes, sir.
Dude, that's insane.
It's a great day to be a Jayhawk.
They have a better record than Notre Dame. I think they have a better record than Texas A&M, so John's school. Better record than Miami. I think you're the best, like, out of all of us.
And Baylor's lost.
Baylor lost. Oh, yeah.
Baylor lost. KU football's looking immaculate right now.
Dang.
That is a thing we say. It's a great day to be a Jayhawk. But it's like not the same. It's not the same as it was in SM. It's not the same. It's a little better because people actually care. You know, like at a high school, you don't really have a choice whether you're there or not. So people actually like being at KU.
Has Kansas had a home game yet?
Yep. The first game of the season was a home game. It was on Friday.
Was that packed out?
It wasn't sold out quite, but it was mostly full.
That's sick.
Yeah. We got to do our pregame and stuff for the marching band, so that was really fun. I enjoyed that. And our stadium is tiny. It's like minuscule.
Really?
Yeah. I marched in UNLV's stadium, and their stadium's like a solid twice the size of KU's football stadium. It's wild.
Damn.
Wow.
Kind of makes sense
Okay.
because our football program is terrible, so no one comes to the games.
Right.
Basketball, different story.
Yes, sir. KU's a football school now, though.
Yep. Same with Kentucky.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's it for me. That's about I'm kind of running low on supplies. I need to go shopping really bad, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to yet.
What's
Target.
the grocery store like out by you, like the chain? Is it
Uh,
like Vaughn's
it's,
or?
I mean, there's not a lot of grocery store type places that we go to.
There's not,
It's
there's
like
not.
we just go to Walmart. Walmart has everything.
Walmart's insane.
Yeah, Walmart has everything
I-
that I could
I-
possibly need as a college student. So we just make one
No,
trip.
literally.
Coming in clutch for us college students.
Yes, sir. We're eating good. I'm out of other food, so this is what I'm eating. I ate the smallest burger I've ever seen from the dining hall, and I was still hungry.
Dude,
It was a slider.
Yeah.
Was it like real meat though?
Uh-huh. We have vegan options, but it's real meat unless you choose the vegan one.
Yeah, we don't like it's literally all vegan. Like black bean burgers. It's like
No way.
Black
disgusting.
bean burger.
That's way.
That's insane.
There's
That's not a
burger
burger.
place.
That's a salad.
No, literally, it sucks. Like every time.
Yeah.
All the dining halls here suck. So. Second I get home, I'm going getting Chick-fil-A. Number one. That'll be sick.
I'll see you there.
We only have two out
Sir,
here. It's
sir.
really rough for our small town of
She got
Lawrence,
stuff,
Kansas.
though.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys got it, bro.
You guys want to hop into the recap? Whoever has the American League gets to go first.
I think you got it.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah,
We can keep
I
stalling.
totally watched the
All
American.
right,
League.
guys, let's do
Neo
it.
watches a lot of American League baseball.
I watch it so much all the time.
diehard American League fan, just like me.
The whole league. I love it.
Totally, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Anyways, let's move right into this. Oh shoot, gotta wait. Supposed to move my head like.
No, you're just supposed to read the.
Here we go, guys.
We're restarting the music. We're gonna try again. It's background music. You speak over the music. I specifically made it so that the music would be quiet.
I was ready to dance.
I know it's good background music. It's not good music. It's good background music. You know, like no one would ever listen to this on its own, but if it makes good vibes when you're talking. Let's try this again.
All right, guys, let's do it. Starting off in the American League, everyone's favorite league. Here we go. The Yankees defend the Bronx by beating Little Brother in the T's by winning 3 out of 4. I'm pretty sure the Yankees have defeated the Twins the past like 50 out of 55 matchups. So Yankees are absolutely on top of the Twins right there. Game one, Aaron Judge hits his. Oh my gosh. Let's have the music going on 3 hours. Judge hits his 54th home run in the MLB. Best by a lot, and the Yanks win 5-2. Game two, Judge hammers his 55th, and the Yanks win an extra 5-4. Game three, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. It's a grand salami. The Yankees get a much needed series win against the Little Brother by winning 7-1. Game four, Correa answers to the booze, and he hits a 2-run go-ahead homer and the T's avoid the sweep, being 4-3. The O's sputter just a bit, and Toronto gets a much-needed series win by taking 3 of 4 in Baltimore. Game one, Gosman and Hernandez both get it done, and they give the Jays a much-needed W, winning 7-3. Game two, Bichette has a 3-homer game. Bichette is on absolute fuego right now, and the Jays get it done 8-4. Game three, Baltimore's 5-run third inning helped seal the deal for an exciting 9-6 victory. Very nice indeed. Game 4, Alec Manoah, he pitches a gem. The Jays take the series winning 4-1. Tampa takes care of business by sweeping the Sox. At the Trop, Game 1, Margot and Peralta both double as the Rays won a close one 4-3. Game 2. Arozarena and Bethancourt and company all come up as the Rays handle Boston 8-4. Game 3, Taylor Walls scores. Rays does its job as Tampa sweeps Boston by winning 1-0. The White Sox get a much needed series win by taking 2 of 3 red hot Mariners. Game 1, Lance Lynn. He does his thing. He goes 7 strong. Chicago takes the game. 3-2. Game 2. Logan Gilbert. He answered Lance Lynn. He said, "I'll do you one better." He got a career high strikeouts with 9. I'll rally homers and Seattle wins 3-2 zip. Game 3. Seattle coughs up a few costly errors as the White Sox are able to defeat the Mariners, winning 9-6 and then win the series in the process. We have the battle of Texas, Houston and the Rangers. The Astros won the series 2 out of 3, and it was in Houston. I'll go into this series a little bit later. But game one, his major league debut, Hunter Brown, he did not disappoint. He had 6 quality innings, helping the Astros win 1-0. So very quality right there. Game 2, Seager scores on a wild pitch in the 7th, which gives Texas a close win 4-3. Game 3, same score result. Altuve scores on a wild pitch. Astros win in 10, 4-3. Guardians go to Kansas City, take 2 of 3. That's what you expect. Game 1, Oscar Gonzalez 2-run double in the 10th. Cleveland wins 6-5. Game 2, Bieber goes 8 strong. Bears drives into Cleveland wins 4-1 and win the series. Game 3, Perez has a game-winning sac fly in the 9th, and Kansas City gets the win. They avoid the sweep. Angels they take 2-3. Anaheim Tigers. Game 1, Ohtani and Trout. Business as usual. Angels win 10-0. Game 2. Angels blow a 3-0 lead and win in extra innings to Velasquez and Syria. Game 3. Trout and Ohtani each homer, but it is the Tigers getting a very rare W. They win 5-4. The Braves they come and they do the job. They each win the game. They each win 2 games in that 2-game set. Game 1, Olsen homers against his former team. Super fun game. Braves win 10-9. Game 2, Strider, Grisham, Swanson all perform as Atlanta wins 7-3. The White Sox they take 4 of 4 and getting right through the A's because who's a fan of the A's? No one's a fan of the A's. Game 1, Moncada he goes 5 for 6 with 2 homers. The Sox win 14-2. That's a football score. 5 over C1. Game 2, Elvis Andrus' 2-run double caps off 5-run. Ninth inning, Sox win 5-3. A's bullpen implodes yet again. What else is new? Game 3, Elvis Andrus again against his former team. He has a homer. Chicago has 20 hits and they win 10-2 in the series. Game 4, Laureano has a 2-run homer to cap on a 6-run 5th inning, and the A's win 10-3. The O's cool down just a bit, losing 2 of 3 to Boston. Game 1, Gunnar Henderson 2-run single in the 6th gets it done. As Baltimore downs Boston 3. Devers hits a Galami. The Sox win 17-4. Subtle flex right there. Game 3, former Dodger Dick Mountain, he goes 5 scoreless. Boston wins 1-0 and they win the series.
What kind of name is
quick
that?
Update for you guys. Baltimore now has lost 6 of 8, so America's team is a little cool right now. Yankees, they finally beat the Rays. They take 2 of 3 in the Bronx. Yankees have gone a little bit on track as of late. Game 1, Aaron Hicks is benched after missing 2 fly balls. Yanks fans chant, "We want Gallo," and Tampa wins 4-2. That's pretty depressing. Game 2, Judge and the Pinstripes have 7 straight hits to start off the game, and they win 10-3. Game 3, Yanks 4-homer day helps them win the series by winning 10-4. So very similar results for them. Jays take 2 of 3 in Arlington. Bichette's 5th homer in 4 days. Jays win 4-3. Game 2, Jays score all 11 runs by the 4th inning. They win 11-7. Game 3, Perez goes 6 strong, and Texas wins 4-1. Astros, they slammed the door by winning 2 of 3 against the Angels game 1. Pena, McCormick to each homer, and the Astros beat the Angels 4-3. Game 2, Trout homered in a 6 straight game. Angels, that's an Angels record right there. Ohtani goes 5 strong, and the Angels win 6-1. Game 3, Mancini and Bregman each clobber a homer. 5 homers as a team, and Houston knocks off Anaheim 12-4. Twins cannot get it done, and they get swept by the Guardians. At home, game 1, Oscar Gonzalez, he homers twice. Guardians win 7-6. Game 2, Tristan McKenzie, he goes 7 shutout innings. Cleveland nearly blows the game in the 9 by giving up 4 runs, but they win 6-4. Game 3, Bieber, great outing. Juan and Jimenez each homer. They sweep the T's, they win this 4-1. Tigers take 2 of 3 against the Royals game 1. Tigers win 10-2. Game 2. Tigers 8-4. Great series, I know. Game 3, Brady Singer, really underrated pitcher right there. He goes 7 scoreless, and the Royals win 4-0 to avoid the sweep. Series of the week, in my opinion. The M's defend their homestand. They win 2-3 against the Braves. In Seattle, the Emerald City. Game 1, Dansby Swanson, he gets a homer. Braves had 4 total homers in that game, and they win that one 6-4. Game 2, George Kirby, another underrated rookie pitcher. He goes 6 strong. The M's get a nice win 3-1. Game 3, J-Rod and Eugenio Suarez each have 2 homers. Eugenio Suarez walks it off for the M's in the 9th, and they win the series. That's gonna do it for a very long American League recap.
That was really long.
Really super long. Jeez.
We have some American League news. Mike Trout has homered in 7 straight games. That's as of today. With another one, he ties the MLB record for most home runs in consecutive games ever. That's a fun little statistic. Mike Trout is really good still, believe it or not.
No way.
Also related to the Angels, something I want to bring up. Tony Two Bags is supposed to return this season. Anthony Rendon apparently is making a recovery in time to play. Why is he going to play? I don't know. He shouldn't, because he's just going to tear his ACL and then be out for all of next season too. But I guess he wants to play. Let's talk standings. We have some big news in the standings. Lately, since last week, the first teams have been eliminated from playoff contention. It's the Oakland Athletics and the Detroit Tigers. Who does that surprise? I don't think that surprises anybody.
My teams.
Starting in the East, the New York Yankees have a 5.5 game lead over the Tampa Bay Rays. It's starting to look like the Yankees, in fact, are going to win the division, as their slide is coming to a little bit of a halt. They're 6-4 in their last 10. The Tampa Bay Rays are a half a game ahead of the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays are 5.5 games ahead of the Orioles. The Orioles currently are on the outside looking in. The Red Sox are terrible. The Cleveland Guardians currently lead the Central. They're 3 games ahead of the White Sox. I believe this is the first time the White Sox have been in second place this season in the Central. Maybe. The Twins have moved down to 3rd place at 5 games back from the Guardians, and the Royals and the Tigers are irrelevant. It's looking like it's only going to be 2 or 3 more games until the Royals are eliminated from playoff contention as well. In the West, the Houston Astros hold strong with their 11.5 game lead over the Seattle Mariners. It's kind of wild. The Seattle Mariners have a 99.7% chance to make the playoffs. The drought might end this year, guys. Longest active drought in American professional sports right now. And let's take a quick glance at the wild card. I just clicked on the wrong thing, so I'm obviously kind of a mess right now. The Tampa Bay Rays currently hold the number 1 wild card spot with the Mariners at number 2. The Blue Jays are number 3, and then 5 games back from the Blue Jays are the Baltimore Orioles. And that's tough for them. 5.5 out. That's after being in the wild card race a couple of games ago, it's tough to be all the way outside and by 5 games with how many games do we have left? 20? The number is dwindling. The Chicago White Sox are 7 games back, and it's starting to look like the only way into the playoffs for the White Sox is going to be through that divisional ticket.
Yeah. Whoever wins that division is really going to the playoffs. But all three of those teams, they're like who wants to win the division more? Because no one's really standing out. Cleveland as of late, but it's really going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, I
agree.
see many of those teams making a huge splash or anything. It'll just be what team is the least mid in the upcoming days, and then they'll slowly catch up. The Chicago White Sox have a negative run differential.
Are they under 500?
No, they're slightly above.
They're like two games above, or something like that.
Yeah, they're a game and a half.
Yeah.
Damn, that's kind of funny.
No, it's weird because it's always like that. The Central has always been like historically awful. Like sure you'll have a few teams, always one team.
It's always the Centrals.
Yeah.
2014, 2015 Royals, 100-win team.
But
the
Coast tend to win more.
Yeah.
Even, the Centrals will win, but there's just more winning on the
Larger teams. There's just more people that live on the coast, and so they can spend a little more. They don't have to do the rebuilding thing all the time, every single year.
Exactly. Officially about 23 games I counted.
23? It's different for every team, too.
Right, but the Dodgers have at least 23, so hopefully that's roughly about what everyone needs to do. Finish the season.
Not to talk about the Dodgers too much, but the Dodgers got to be, what are they, 1 game away from clinching? If they win, do they clinch?
I think so, yeah.
That's kind of
yes.
The only scenario where they don't clinch is like this weird, shitty fluke scenario where like the Padres win the division, and then in the wild card race, the Dodgers tie with the Brewers and then lose a one game playoff, and it's like
they would need to lose like every game. I'm pretty sure.
They'd need to lose every game, and I think the Brewers might need to win every game. So
that would be like I'd obviously be so mad, so PO'd, but like it'd be kind of funny.
I'd thoroughly enjoy it.
I would laugh.
Just like
maybe.
Dave Roberts would absolutely lose his job.
He would
lose his job.
Pull out the hair that he doesn't have.
Anything else from the AL?
You guys want to do the other division?
Huh?
You guys want to do the other division?
What?
Oh yeah.
You know what's cool? It's live right now. Bo Bichette hit a game-leading two-run home run.
That's cool.
Just to believe.
The
Rays.
Oh damn. There's been a lot of like AL East, like interleague or interdivision.
This proves that Bo Bichette is the player of the week. In my opinion.
Boba Fett is the player of the week.
Oh yeah, what did happen in this league this week? I don't watch it.
Did you watch the walk-off by Eugenio Suarez? That was pretty insane.
Yeah, that was crazy. The Braves. We're talking Braves game, right?
Braves.
Yeah, that was crazy. Braves tied it up in the 8th or 9th inning, and then it was fun. That's one of those cool baseball moments where it's one of those things that can only happen in baseball. Walk-offs don't. They're not quite the same in other sports because there's that time limit factor.
Yeah.
I saw that clip.
Getting a
Damn.
Continue.
it's one of those clips where you watch it and you're like, damn, I'm glad that I'm a baseball fan. Like, this is a cool little moment.
Totally.
It
It was super fun. Yeah. The crowd was electric. That's just what you want to see.
There was like a mini fight too in that series.
I
Not
think
really
I
a
saw that.
fight. Like the benches cleared. It was kind of strange.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I watched
It
all
was
the
awkward.
games, and one of the Orioles starting pitchers got hurt in the third inning, and so they had to use the bullpen, and some reliever had to pitch 4 days in a row. It was wild. It's kind of unfortunate.
Very tired. I can understand why his arm was tired.
Yeah, no kidding. Other league.
Other league?
Let me get the music back. Andrew was having trouble dealing with music. I'm not sure he's ever heard of it before.
Never heard of music. Still getting used to
Music? What's music?
Here we. You ready?
Yep.
Here we
Let's
go.
Do it. All right, guys. So we're gonna start, of course, with the NL West. Dodgers. They took on the Giants. They took 2 of 3 against the Giants. Game one goes 7-4 Giants. And that's all they're gonna get with a game 2 6-3 Dodgers win. Kimbrel actually can get saves. His Let It Go song seems to be working. Game 3 is 7-3 Dodgers. They complete 2 out of 3 series win. The Dodgers take on the Padres. Go to Petco, and they also take 2 of 3 as well. Same pattern game 1 5 for Padres. Drone zone walk, and that's all they'll get with a 8-4 Dodgers win on game 2. Freddie Freeman goes off because the Del Taco jerseys were gone. And game 3 11-2 Dodgers clinch straight playoff appearance. Psych, MLB got it wrong. It'll happen tonight instead. Before the series, the Padres took on the D-backs. They took 2 of 3. Game 1 5-0. Game 2 6-5 Padres. Jorge Alfaro walks it off. That's fun for Padres. Game 3 6-3 Padres. And the Padres lead in the wild card race. Good for them. Hopefully they can make it in playoff. After losing to LA, the Giants face the Brewers in a 2-game series in one day. They get swept. Played 2 games in one day somehow. Game 1 was 2-1 Brewers. Game 2 4-2 Brewers. So yeah, that's the entire series in one day. And the Giants met the Cubs 2-3. Game 1 4-2 Cubs. Game 2 5-2 Giants. And game 3 4-2 Giants. Looking nice for them. The Brewers they face the Rockies and they dropped 2 of 3. Game 1 6-4 Brewers. Game 2 10-7 Rockies. Yelich 499 with a homer. That's a pretty big one. Game 3 8-4 Rockies. And the Rockies took on the D-backs. Game 1 13-10 Rockies. DJ Crone outdo Christian Yelich. He hits the second longest home run in Statcast era. 5-4. Game 2 4-1 Rockies. And game 3 12-6 D-backs. In the NL Central, they faced the Reds in a 3-game series. They lost 2 of 3. Game 1 goes 9-3 Cubs. Game 2 7-1 Reds. And game 3 4-3 Reds. Edwin Diaz's brother Alexis Diaz scoring well in MLB this year. He collects a 6th win out of the pen. That's pretty good for him. Then I lose my spot, so we're gonna find it. There we go. The Reds go to Milwaukee, and they drop 2 of 3 against the Brewers. Game 1 8-2 Reds. Game 2 5-1 Brewers. And game 3 7-6 Brewers. And the Cardinals they face the Nationals, and they split the series 2 of 4. Game 1 goes 6-0 Nationals, and game 2 goes Cardinals. Then game 3 6-5 Cardinals down. 5-2 in the ninth. The Cardinals come back. That was very impressive. Tom Edman walks it off. Very fun to watch. Game 4 11-6 Nationals. Then the Cards they face the Pirates, and they take 2 of 3. Game 1 goes 8-2 Pirates. Game 2 7-5 Cardinals. 4-3 Cardinals. Pirates they face the Mets, and they drop 3 of 4 as it should be. Game 1 8-2 Pirates. Game 2 5-1 Mets. Game 3 10-0 Mets as DeGrom shoves and finally gets some run support for one. Finally with the NL the Mets they face the Marlins. They take 2 of 3. Game 1 6-3 Marlins. Game 2 11-3 Mets, and the Mets take first place. Game 3 9-3 Mets. Tomas Nido first home run of the year. Let's go, baby. For the Marlins faced the Phillies and they dropped 2 of 3. Game one goes 3-2 Phillies. Segura, it's an interstellar walk-off single. Good for him. Game 2, 4-3 Phillies. And game 3, 6-5. The Phillies then faced the Nationals and swept them in 3 games. Game 1, 5-3 Phillies. Game 2, 8-5 Phillies. Game 3, 7-5 Phillies. Now the Phillies are a game and a half up in the wild card and are trying to hold on as the Padres kind of chase them in that third place position and secure a playoff year. Yep, basically get swept in 3. That's how it goes. That's the National League.
That's the National League?
That is.
Very cool, very cool. Oh, you guys just got small for no reason. What just happened? Minor technical difficulties on my end. Doesn't really matter though. You guys are fine. National League standings, same as AL. 2 teams have been eliminated to no one's surprise. That's the Nationals and the Pirates. Do you guys remember earlier this season when the Reds were like 3-30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
yeah.
Historic pace. They were like
historically bad pace.
This feels like the shortest MLB season ever. I'm not gonna lie, it really does.
That's what a little speedy.
Yeah. Let's talk standings in the East. The Mets are currently in the lead, and the Braves have fallen back a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a game and a half. That's not that much. The Phillies are 10.5 back. There go their hopes of winning that division. They're 100% gone. And the Marlins, I don't understand how they're not eliminated from playoff contention, but they're 31.5 games back, so they're screwed too. In the Central, the Cardinals lead the division, and the Brewers are 8 back. The Chicago Cubs are 24.5 back, and the Reds are 26 back. The Dodgers are 96-43. Will they have back-to-back 100-win seasons? It really looks like it. The San Diego Padres have no hope of catching them. There are 20 games. There are, 23 games left for the Dodgers, and the Padres have 20. They're 20 games behind, so that's tough for them. The Giants are 29.5, and the Diamondbacks are 30. The Rockies are irrelevant. They're 36 games back. I think they might be the farthest team back that still has a...
Still in the playoffs.
Still not eliminated. Yeah, that's fun. Talking wild card standings for the National League. The Braves are currently way ahead of that curve. They are in first place for the wild card if they don't win that division. And if they do win the division, then the Mets will simply swap places with them. The Philadelphia Phillies, they're in the second place spot, and the Padres are in the third place spot, and the Brewers are trying their hardest to get into the wild card position. Another team that might be hoping to get in is the Giants, but odds of that happening are real low right now.
Yeah.
Not too hopeful.
I would maybe add the D-backs have been hot as of late, but I'm only saying that because they've been hot, but they're playing a bunch of games against the Dodgers. So
they both equally have the same chance of making the playoffs.
They've had a decent year, better than expected.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the injury bug pushed them way more now. Would be playing right now.
They got players. Their pitching's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we might see an Orioles type resurgence with the Diamondbacks, where they need 1 or 2 years and then they're good again. There's a solid chance. You never know with these teams.
Yeah.
We'll hope. Let's see.
Yeah, that'll be exciting to look forward to in the future. Diamondbacks have a top-rated farm system too. So that's really fun. Anything interesting happen in the National League?
Pujols.
Albert Pujols, is he gonna get there?
Well, I counted 23-ish games left.
23. What does he need? 4 more?
3 more. Maybe he could do it.
It's coming down to the wire. No way Pujols ends his career with 699. There's no way.
He won't. He's
gotta play next season.
He signs with the Cardinals for $1.
Yeah,
it's a $1 contract. Uh,
Oh my god. I think you can do it. That's can do it. That's like a little under a game. It'd be like eight games. Hit a home run.
thing is, they only
Little
play
under
him
that. Little
against
under that.
left-handed pitchers. Because he kind
Yeah,
of rakes
yeah.
against
It's just
left-handed.
play him every
That's
day.
what I'm saying.
Like give him a chance. Give him a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, what's gonna happen to the Cardinals? There's a 0% chance they lose the division.
They won't.
Yeah,
They won't.
yeah. They're behind them. They're behind them. They're not catching
Since
up.
they have this gap, you might as well just give him as many
Give
players
him,
as possible.
give him 700.
Yeah.
Give the man 700 in St. Louis. That's hype. You love to see that. Anything else?
We'll see. Trying to think. Can't think of much.
Business as usual for the Dodgers. Like
Yeah, they're just winning.
Padres not terrified of them at all. Not even remotely close. Like
I asked
Padres
Neil
got a
earlier
couple
today
wins.
for the listeners why he hasn't been doing his Dodgers recaps, and he said it's because the Dodgers are kind of boring lately, and I guess that's just what happens when you win 100 games every single season forever.
Yeah. Nothing interesting came up. I was like, oh, they won again. Cool.
Yeah, the Dodgers are the Dodgers. They keep winning. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen if the Dodgers ever collapse? Like,
Then they'll finally be Dodger talk.
it'll finally be a Dodgers recap.
Everyone will be there for it.
And the Dodgers fans, I don't think you guys will be able to cope.
I don't
Maybe
think
you will,
so.
but
what do you mean cope? If we end up losing in the playoffs or like collapsing.
if you guys don't make it to 110 wins, you guys are gonna blame Dave Roberts for something. You're gonna be like, Dave Roberts is mismanaging this team. This should have been a 160 win team.
162 or nothing.
Yeah, you guys are disappointed in your sometimes you guys are disappointed in how your players are playing. You have a 100 win season ahead of you. What's gonna happen when you have a 70 win season? Is that just gonna be the end of the world?
Roberts.
Fire the team.
Just cancel the
rebrand.
Dodgers. Move to Montreal.
Rebrand.
Back to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
The Giants and the Dodgers should move back to New York, and then they can have
Let's put
4
this,
teams.
Four teams in New York.
And LA can have the Angels.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's all they get.
That's fine.
The one
Gotta get
true
'em
LA
better.
team.
Still wouldn't be a real.
Yeah, they get like A's or something.
The A's.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if the A's moved down to LA? Oh my god. Okay, let's get into some topics. Let's talk Friars baseball, shall we?
Do it, guys.
Sure. I guess if you want.
This is Andrew's topic, not mine.
It'll be pretty brief. Saw a graphic on my phone. Padres acquisition since the trade deadline. Juan Soto, he's hitting 218. Definitely not what they traded for. 318 on base percentage. He's getting on base.
That's what he does. That's what the man does.
345 slugging, so not the best. Josh Bell, really cold. He's hitting 205, 322 on base percentage, and 307 slugging. So both these guys definitely underwhelming. Brandon Drury, 220, about the same as those three guys. 262 on base percentage, 410 slugging. So all three of these guys are kind of sucking. And I'm all for it. It's a Dodgers fan, you know. You'll love to see it. Josh Hader. I don't even need to go into it.
That's really
13.50 ERA and 8.2 innings pitched.
I know that you guys are Dodgers
this
fans
guy
and you
sucks.
hate the Padres and all that stuff, but you got to admit that the Hader situation is just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like it kind of sucks.
It is. I wish he
man.
was doing better.
Yeah. Oh, I have a giant
I mean-
bruise on my finger. That's tough.
To go from here to zero is just kind of like, dang, that's annoying. That sucks.
Yeah.
You want to do good. So yeah, that is unfortunate. Seems like the trade is I don't know. Seems like they didn't benefit too much as of right now.
The Brewers saw something in Josh Hader that they didn't like, and they got rid of him.
At the right time, too.
At the right time.
He had like a 2-game collapse, and then the Brewers just got rid of him.
You're done.
And then he just never recovered. It's wild. Good move by the Brewers front office there.
Here's a stat for you. Dodgers are 24-11 against the Padres since 2021, so 2 years ago. So absolutely dominating them.
Yeah, there was some absurd statistic last time the Padres were at Dodger Stadium, and it's like the Padres haven't won in Dodger Stadium in like 3 years, and I'm like,
ever.
How is that possible? How is it possible that they haven't won a single game in that long? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, unfathomable.
They're a fake franchise.
Even the Giants, they find ways to like beat us, and their team sucks. Like the Padres
it's
are way
baseball,
more talented, and it doesn't add up. Like the Padres should scrap together a few more wins than the Giants, right? It's weird.
Fake franchise.
The Padres
Sell the
suck.
team.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with them. Hopefully they make a run. I'd like to see them make a playoff run.
That'd be hilarious.
It would be kind of funny if they
think
did,
they will.
but I want to see Juan Soto in the playoffs.
It'd be hilarious, just like last
Especially
year.
against the Dodgers. Can you imagine what that would do for baseball? A Padres Dodgers series in the playoffs, like that would be electric. I'd watch every single game, and I hate both of those teams. Any more fun topics, or do we move on to some interesting things that I have to say?
The Braves, they kind of like took first place, then like
and then lost a bunch of games. Yeah,
it was interesting. It was all like over the news, and then like the next day it's gone.
I really enjoyed the Twitter arguments that spawned from that one. Like, people were making screenshots and shit. Like, people were on Twitter. People like there was the announcement tweet that for the first time this season, the Atlanta Braves are in sole possession of first place in the East. And then underneath it were a bunch of Mets fans that said don't care, still getting into the playoffs. And then under that, eight of these comment chains that were all the exact same. Then the Braves fans would say, you do care though, because you've been talking about it all year. And they said, yeah, no, we haven't. We don't care. And then the Braves fans would reply with this screenshot of the Mets fans' Twitter being something like, the Braves will never catch up to us, keep crying, and it's like, oh, so you do care. It's fun. Very exciting baseball. I'm going to be watching a lot of those games as the days progress. Unless the Braves fall off the face of the earth. I'm still hoping for that Mets collapse.
I don't think it'll happen, but we'll see. I really need them to win.
Good players.
The
Mets team,
money talks.
They're all prospects. That's where they suck.
The Mets can't lose
I
every single
hope-
game. It's like impossible.
Fair enough.
They'll prove my prediction correct if they win.
Yeah.
So we'll see. The Braves are already like 10 times better than predicted, though. So already kind of wrong. We'll see.
Cool. Let's talk some things. I have a couple things that they're kind of like open-ended discussion topics. They're not really. I didn't like prep huge arguments for everything like I did for the interleague thing, where I was mad that we're doing interleague play all the time. Remember that argument, Andrew, when I had I wrote like a 5-paragraph Jane Schaefer essay on it, and I just read it out, and then Andrew goes, well, you do have some good points there. What?
I was totally sleeping.
Yeah,
I don't even realize.
Absolutely decimated. My guy was just trying to have a good time on the podcast, and I came out with a 30-minute argument.
Concrete details were on point.
Yeah, they actually were.
Poor Andrew.
What should the MLB do to create more offense? Not sure the shift thing is going to work as intended. So the MLB...
More offense?
They want more offense. This is a thing that the MLB has repeatedly
Juice the
said.
balls.
But they don't want to juice the balls. They specifically unjuiced the balls, unless Albert Pujols is standing at the dish.
We juice the balls, that encourages more offense. And then there's less offense. Because there's more strikeouts.
I don't care, dude. That
that undoes what you're trying to do. What you're trying to do.
Yeah, it just makes more home runs and more strikeouts and
Yeah.
less walks and hits. And hits are the most exciting part of
We're
it.
trying to increase the middle flat.
I love home runs.
And there's none of them.
I get wet to a homer. Okay.
Okay, cool. But like, wouldn't it be cool if there also hits? You know?
Shut up. This is a 1925 Brooklyn Dodgers baseball.
Okay.
Chicks dig the long ball.
Imagine a world where it's not just solo homers.
No.
Get on.
Bro, here is why home runs are bad. Let's take a look at my Angels. They had a 7 home run game and lost. It's unbelievable.
Because your team is cursed. That's not baseball's problem. That's an Angels problem.
It's not just an Angels problem, though. It goes to show that home runs are not the end-all, be-all. The Angels have started getting on base a little more, and then the home runs matter. Because now they're 3-run shots, and they put you in the lead instead of it just being another run.
Okay.
So, what should the MLB do to create more offense besides making like literal wiffle balls and shortening the fences to 10 feet?
Do a speed limit. You can't throw a pitch faster than 90.
Oh, that's terrible. The speed limit. Can you imagine a speed limit in the fucking MLB? That shit is preposterous.
No. You pitch too hard.
If you throw over 100,
you take it in. Okay. Honestly,
move the pitcher's mound back.
I was gonna say we should test it. We should test it and see what happens.
I absolutely believe that.
Test what?
Moving the pitcher's mound back like 6 inches or a foot.
Let's make it perfectly in the middle of the diamond. Because then it's just satisfying.
Wait, wouldn't it be closer then?
No, I think the mound's slightly closer to the back spot.
I'm about to fact check this.
I could have sworn like when I saw it, it's slightly closer. Like pitcher's mound to second is farther. Sure.
You might be right. I really have no idea. It sounds weird.
I'm pretty sure it's right.
Are we measuring to the pitcher's mound? I guess it is slightly closer. It's 50 feet to the edge of the dirt, and since the pitcher's mound it is. We'd have to move it back like 4 feet though. That's a lot.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Let's just do it because it's satisfying, not because it's the right thing to do.
So for the tests in AAA, we move the mound back 6 inches. In AA, we move it back a foot, and in High A, we move it back 4.5 feet. And in Low A, we just put it on second base.
Pick off a second and like dribble.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it.
I say experiment with it.
That's fair.
Maybe
use balls. I think that's good.
I think another potential is making the baseballs heavier.
And that's good. I think every pitcher would like fucking ride outside the MLB like offices though.
Yeah, no, like the PA would never let that happen.
No.
Yeah.
There would be like I think the MLB building like the freaking Hall of Fame would be burned down.
There would probably be some injuries.
Oh yeah.
Directly related to that, but I think it already has.
Yeah.
I think that
I've seen that one clip of like the turkey leg and then you shake it and all the meat falls off.
no.
What is that?
That's literally.
I think that'll happen to people's arms, but it's already kind of happening with people's arms. I think it will just decrease velocity, like after a couple of years, you know. Like in the short term, it might cause problems, but after 5 years, it'll probably just be velocity goes down like 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, I guess in the long term.
Or make the seams flatter. I guess that would have the same effect.
Got a similar effect. In terms of ability to hit more.
Yeah, because then the pitchers wouldn't be able to grip the ball quite as much, which I know is like a contentious issue right now. But it would also make the ball break less, and that would encourage, like, right now pitchers are trying to throw these insane breaking balls, and then they slip out of their hand and it hits a hitter. But maybe pitchers stop trying to do that if the seams are not quite as elevated, and you can't get that same amount of break. You go back to the fastball instead of the stuff.
The good stuff. The swing and miss stuff.
Yeah.
I guess you could do that, lower the strikeout numbers, and then increase like base hits, or just hits in general.
Balls in play is the main thing that I'm looking to increase. Like, I don't care if it results in more outs. So what? It'll just result in more plays being made, which is always cool.
More balls in play.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't want to like change too much to the point where the game's changed.
No, obviously not.
Yeah, that's the issue. I don't know what else I could do to still make it the same game, but just like modify the arrangement of how it is played.
So, the MLB has added rules before, right? The infield fly rule.
Or pitching
what if?
Closer, I think it was.
Yeah, that's not really a rule though. It's more of just like they changed the stadium. What if they added the softball rule, like the adult slow pitch softball rule, where if you hit a home run, you're out. You get the run and you're out.
What?
Yeah.
So you get a home run and you're out.
If the bases are loaded and you hit a home run, let's say there's no outs, you get all 4 runs, but now there's 1 out.
Oh. You get all 4 runs?
Yeah, it's still a home run, but they just call the batter out after he crosses home plate, and then.
Why does Andrew like this one so much?
I don't know. I didn't know he was so passionate about slow pitch softball, beer league baseball.
This man really
that's actually interesting. You get like a solo home run for runs.
That's so weird.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if the bases are loaded.
Let's make it so that if you hit a home run, you just win by default.
No, that's a stupid rule.
But it would decrease.
Rob Manfred's little freaking upstate New York, whatever it is, and what the hell are you doing?
He's messing with the ring.
All right, yeah. Anyways, if that's a rule, I put up to Robert Manfred, upstate New York house, and I'm literally doing some criminal activity that isn't going to be recorded. Okay?
But do you think it would have the intended effect?
No. Stupid.
I don't think so because there'd be more outs and less like in balls in play.
Yeah.
I guess that would speed up the game.
But people also would not be trying to hit home runs because it only nets you 1 run and you get an out.
I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't bank on too much of what players try and do and just bank on like the record.
Yeah, no, I'm not advocating we should add that. If that rule was added in, I would never watch another baseball game again. But
that'd be awful.
I think it would probably have the effect that MLB wants.
Maybe. God, that'd be so bad.
It would be terrible. Speaking of changing the rules, there are new rules in the MLB.
Huh?
I know. It's kind of wild. Couple of change. Pitch clock. 15 seconds when the bases are empty and 20 seconds with 1 runner on base. That's really fast. That pitch clock is really quick. It's short.
Yeah. That time goes by fast, man.
Uh-huh. And I don't know if some guys are going to be able to deal with that. Actually, I guess most people will. Like, I mean, Luis Garcia, he's the guy that does that weird thing, right?
Yeah, the rockabye guy.
Yeah. It just says that you need to begin your motion to pitch after 15 seconds, which that's part of his motion to pitch.
Yeah, so it's all one move.
I guess that doesn't affect him that much.
People like Dick Mountain might because they're boomers, and they don't want time crunches. Yep, very old.
Take some of these seconds to blink. Okay.
Have you seen photos of him on the Dodgers? He throws a pitch, takes like a good walk around the mound, and then gets back on the mound and then throws the pitch.
Yeah.
He circles the mound first. It's meant low as molasses.
I do think that with this change, I don't know if they should limit pickoffs. I know that pickoffs are a way that pitchers mess with the pace of the game, but also, like, what happens when you throw 2 pickoffs? Now the runner can just lead almost as far as he wants, and there's
literally.
If he's safe, there's a balk, and he gets an extra base anyway. So
all you can do is just step off, right? Can you even do like you
can just step off, but you only get so many of those too.
So like, can he just walk to second?
No.
Or
you can throw a pickoff. You can throw a 3rd pickoff and a 4th pickoff, but it has to result in an out. Otherwise, it's a balk.
So what happens? So you just get second.
So if there's runners on first and second, and you've already picked off the runner, you've thrown 2 pickoffs to second base.
Yeah.
Those are your pickoffs for the at bat. And if the runner on second base is leading off a really long way, and you throw him out, nothing happens. It's not a balk. But then if you throw over to first to try to get that runner, and he's safe, then it's a balk, and that runner goes to second.
What if they just go halfway between first and second?
You can pick them off.
You can just step off and like.
Yeah, I think you can just step off and run them down. Either way, you can throw down to first, and as long as it results in an out. Well, I guess a stolen base too. I assume if it results in a stolen base, then you don't get a balk, because that's kind of.
If they're halfway between, you throw it to second, and then the second baseman runs him down back to first.
You can't do that.
Is he just at second now?
The way that's a balk anyway. Like
you have the
ball. In normal rules.
You have the ball. You get off the mound.
Uh-huh.
You start
running
them
down. Like not a.
You step off, and he's just standing. He's like, oh, yada yada. You walk towards him, and then he starts to motion towards second base, and then you throw to second, and then he chases him back to first.
I don't know what would happen. I haven't read I don't think there is wording for the rules yet. I think it's just like the concepts. I haven't seen anywhere where there's official rules on it, how it's worded and all that. But
just very cheap.
If a runner's on first base and he's running to second, the pitcher cannot throw a pickoff to second base.
Oh, really?
That's a balk. Yeah, he has to throw to the base that the runner is technically occupying, which is the base that's behind him. So that's why you see when runners get a good jump on a pitcher, but the pitcher sees it, he never throws the runner out at second base. He always throws it to the first baseman, who then throws down to second. So I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what would happen.
Weird rule.
Do think maybe teams should get one more mound visit for that. Like, pitchers can get.
How many mound visits they have?
5, I believe.
It's not the same. They're gonna.
They're not gonna change them. But pitchers like to have moments to themselves from time to time. Like even pitchers with a quick pace, if they're kind of getting owned, they'll just take a walk. They'll take a hike around the mound for a minute. Just breathe.
Big time. Oh my gosh, this team sucks.
The Dodgers?
Okay. Oh. Yes. Good.
Maybe.
That one. Other one, Astros pitcher. And then Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia, yeah, we were just talking about it.
He's the longest lineup ever. It takes like 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
That man
Yeah.
is gonna have trouble.
No, we just spoke about this.
This man's living as Internet Explorer.
Yeah, Neil and I just had a nice in-depth conversation with every point mentioned about Luis Garcia. So if you want to get in on that discussion, you can when this is uploaded, you can go back and watch the episode.
I agree.
Another rule, the shift.
Yeah.
MLB says the changes will return the game to a more traditional aesthetic, with the goal of encouraging more balls in play, giving players more opportunities to showcase their athleticism, and offsetting the growing trend of alignments that feature 4 outfielders.
Amen.
It was cool because like the smaller market teams they had a chance to like play the numbers and they gave them like a good advantage. But all the teams are using it. You know, I think it'd be like a good. I don't know. Could we go back to the shift? Like if I or something could happen. It's
I don't know.
change, you know. I think hitters like Max Muncy, Joey Gallo are gonna do this because they have a good percentage like all throughout the field, like sides. So I like it. It's cool. Not so much the pitch clock. I participate.
See, you and I have opposite opinions then.
All right. Let's
Pitch clock, good. Shift ban, kinda good. I think there should be some. I think it should be a little more relaxed. Like you can have one infielder on the outfielder, and on the outfield grass.
Is it just on the outfield?
Huh?
It's just on the outfield.
Is what just on the outfield? The grass.
The shift, man.
The shift is completely.
The shift is banned.
Okay.
The rule, the specific rule, is that there has to be 2 infielders on each side of second base, and no infielder can be on the outfield grass when the pitch is thrown.
Gotcha.
So theoretically, there could be a play where the shortstop starts sprinting as fast as he can towards second base, and then the pitcher throws the pitch, and as soon as the ball is out of his hand, then the shortstop lets his momentum carry him to where he should be playing in the shift.
Gotcha.
Theoretically, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Also want to make one more comment about that. I saw somewhere it said like games would be 30 minutes. I think paying for like a Dodgers ticket, like $60, whatever it is, and you get 30 minutes less. It's kind of lame. I want more experience. I don't know. Like
That's kind of what I'm saying. It's really good for TV. And to be fair, most people consume the games on TV because it's hard to go to every baseball game. There's a lot of baseball games. So I'm okay with that. It would be really nice if teams were obligated to have the stadium open for home batting practice.
That'd be fun.
That'd be sick.
I would enjoy that.
See that.
It'd definitely grow the game.
That would grow the game
I
by
always want that.
an insane amount. Every single person that I've ever brought this up to says yes, the stadium should be open for home batting practice. Little kids want to see their favorite player hit nukes in batting practice. Like,
I've only ever seen the Dodgers do batting practice when I've been at Petco.
yeah,
Like early on. That's the only time.
it's kind of
I think at least it's not like a extreme shift, man. Like at least it's not like you stand here, you stand here, and we'll all hold hands.
It draws a
the ball
circle
goes
on
to
the dirt, and you have to stand in the circle. That would be so
Yeah.
bad.
Vault formation.
What I would have, something that I would have liked is draw like a diamond out from second base. You kind of know what I mean, like from and then you could have one infielder in there if you'd like. So, the second baseman could maybe play like on the shortstop side of second base, but he can't go all the way over. He has to stay in his little. He has to stay kind of within 5 feet of second base or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think since a little shift is allowed, this at least only really affects like heavy pull hitters, where the team really benefits from like doing a fourth outfielder type thing.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure most hitters don't have this extreme pull tendency where they do an extreme shift to combat that.
I do kind of like the 4 outfielder thing. I find it super entertaining because it doesn't work.
I find it smart.
It's smart, but
I find it.
the only time I've ever watched a team do it was when the Angels were playing the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays were, of course, the ones doing it against Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. In the last series, when the Angels swept the Blue Jays, there were like 2 instances where it still went over their head and hit the wall, and they still got a double or triple off of it. And it's like, oh, so it's useless and it doesn't work. That's cool. Oh, Neil's gone? He just keeps getting smaller. I think it's because your internet is breaking.
Shrinking.
I think it's based off resolution. So as you're like as it gets more compressed.
My opinions are just so bad that I shrug.
It is based off resolution. Look at how shitty your resolution is.
Is that why I just got? Is that why I just got massive for the?
It's because it's probably because you went like this and then.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it is fun to watch because you position your players correctly, and it's like you use detail to find where they should be.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I prefer the shift not be banned like this, but I guess I'm not too upset because the game hasn't drastically changed. So God damn it, you know.
I feel the same way. I would like it if they did not ban the shift.
Yeah.
I think them not banning the shift might answer my earlier question of how do they encourage more offense. Because then people like Joey Gallo just get wrecked by the shift, and it encourages you to pick up players that can hit the ball where they want, get base hits, put the ball in play, like David Fletcher.
Yeah. I mean, it's like very more skilled and detailed to hit the ball where you want it. And it kind of proves a little higher level performance rather than just like this power pulls it. So I mean that kind of adds value to players like Freddie Freeman who get paid just a little more because they go literally anywhere on the field.
I don't understand why teams still play the shift on Freddie Freeman. You got to be stupid to do so. Like the man will just hit it on the opposite side of the field if you're in the shift.
Yeah.
And the shift doesn't affect the best power hitters in the game. Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Shohei Ohtani, I mean, he grounds into the shift every once in a while, but he still hits insane home runs. Mike Trout, the shift doesn't do anything to Mike Trout. So, I think if you're a good player, the shift doesn't affect you. There, I said it. If you constantly hit groundouts into the shift, you're bad at baseball. That's my take.
Yeah.
That's my take.
I agree.
You remember that one picture? Dodgers players just a second in between Padres, and third base was completely open, and Dodgers got the out.
Yes, I do remember that. That was funny. The shift is good.
Oh yeah, big time. It'll be an interesting change though.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that everyone on this show agrees that the shift is good. Not
I
good.
think so.
Damn, that's wild.
Like better than not.
How long has the shift been here?
Forever. Like, you've been able to play a shift since baseball has started.
Look this up.
How long has a shift been played? What was the first team that ever played the shift?
Everyone laughed.
2006.
What?
Who shifted?
First used the infield shift. JK, 1940.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way it was 2006.
What?
2006. Jack, you're. Yeah. I don't know. Like as a Dodgers fan, you have guys. Well, I think it'll be.
Sorry, Jack.
Yeah, you're making a lot of work for me right now.
Hey man, I'm having a growth spurt. Sorry, Jack.
What about the bases? Do you care about the bases? I couldn't give less of a shit about the bases
I
if I
honestly
tried.
don't care. I think it's even better because they're more stolen bases, and those are really exciting fun. So if anything, I liked it.
I
It just might.
not sure that it will do anything. I don't know if it will achieve its intended goal, but I don't really care.
They used it in the minors. Stolen bases increased. Assuming the same thing will happen, and I like stolen bases. So I'm hoping the same thing happens.
I'm kind of wondering though if that's because of did the percent of successful did the percent caught stealing go down, or did stolen bases just go up?
I'm pretty sure caught stealing went down. There was like a 10% increase in something like that.
That makes sense. I was gonna say if it's just more stolen bases, it probably was just because people are trying to steal more because they know that it's 4.5 inches and they don't know if it'll have an effect, so they're just stealing to see what happens.
Right. Don't quote me on it. But I'm pretty sure it was a percentage, not a raw number. If it's a raw number, then players just could be like more inspired to steal since they know it's so. I'm pretty sure it's a percentage. Not 100% sure.
How do we feel about the players' union disapproving of the new rules? Actually, not all of the new rules. They like the new bases. They do not like the pitch clock and the shift rules.
I agree that they had a right to not quite fully on board with the pitch clock, especially with like what goes into being a pitcher. To be rushed is a lot, you know.
And so they went straight for the neck on this one. Like they went all the way down. People were saying like pitch clocks can range anywhere from 15 seconds to like 25 seconds, and MLB just went 15 seconds. It's got to be a little tough.
Short. And it starts as soon as the previous pitch was caught.
Yeah, I think so.
How's that work?
I think so. When the ball is returned to the pitcher.
So when the pitcher got to the ball, or when the catcher gets the previous pitch?
I think it's when the pitcher gets the ball.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, but I
guess that's a little better.
That's not a fact. I made that up.
Oh.
But I think it's because I heard it somewhere.
Okay.
I can try to look it up right now. But what else did I want to talk about? Oh, the rules committee. Does anyone have any idea like what the deal is with the rules committee and why there's like Whit Merrifield and one other guy on there, and then one umpire, and then like 2 Hall of Famers, and then like 4 MLB executives?
It's so random. They got freaking Pete from sandwich shop in New York, and then they got Obama, and then they have the leader of Saudi Arabia. Like,
yeah,
they just got some random dudes just thrown around. I don't get what's going on. I don't know. I felt like I mean, if you're gonna make it random, at least do more than like what 3 or 4 MLB players. How is that a good sample
I think
size?
it's so that the MLB still has majority.
No, that's definitely why. I mean, they're the ones who control the thing. So they're hey, you only get 4 players. Take it or leave it. No CBA.
Well, I think that was in the CBA too.
Yeah, I know. MLB's like, hey, this is our offer. You're getting 4 representatives. Cry about it. And no baseball season. You ain't getting any of them. The players are like, I guess. They have to cave in.
So my question is, who chooses the representatives? Like, obviously, MLB as an organization shows the MLBs, but there's 2 Hall of Famers on there. Rod Carew is one of them. How do you choose which Hall of Famer you want to be on the rules committee?
I don't know if this was lottery or like specifically chosen. It just feels very like weird to like I don't know. Yeah, I think like Tyler Glass now stood out a little bit.
Yeah,
as a player. No.
I think you would get like Ken Griffey.
Yeah. I think he'd be good.
I don't know. It just felt weird. I was like, what is this list?
Yeah.
I went to the bottom just because I was curious. I'm like, you're kidding. You're kidding. Like, who are these? Who are these people?
It's a very strange list. I also don't understand why MLB is choosing to implement these rules now. Like, baseball's been on the rise. I know that the pandemic made it so baseball was not on the rise anymore, but the pandemic also ruined everything. Like, every sport went down in views. So I don't know why MLB is trying to, like, remedy that right now.
Yeah. I don't.
The most watched World Series game has been in the last however many years. Like, it was recent. Like, the ratings keep going up for baseball, and then MLB's changing it a little bit. Which, I'm going to be honest, is something that I absolutely would not do if I was an owner. If ratings are going up and attendance is going up, then you just wait and see what happens. And if it starts to go back down, then you take measures.
This was a funky organization.
MLB is so dumb.
Yeah.
Baseball's
The
kind of
leaders are
stupid.
not the smartest.
Everything that happens in baseball is dumb. The minor leagues are dumb. Player contracts are stupid. The owners are stupid. The contracts the CBAs that they make are so strange. Everything's.
I agree.
Nothing makes sense in baseball. The fact that there's a thing called player options, and it's actually the player doesn't get an option, the team just sends him somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This is what an organization. What a weirdly run sport.
Is that all we have on the rules?
Yeah.
Let's do.
They progressively less worse as you go down the list.
We went from most controversial to least controversial.
Yep.
And what was the rule that I proposed? Like, a home run is an out. That's the most controversial rule.
I still stand by my speech.
Here we go. Do you guys know what this means? It's time for the Rovers rankings.
I knew it.
Like, in about 2 hours. I'm not even gonna go through the names. I'm just gonna say, American League Hitter of the Week, Bo Bichette. He hit 500 games, 7 appearances, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs, 16 hits, only 6 strikeouts. National League, had 3 Dodgers. Call me biased, but Dodgers had a great week. National League Hitter of the Week, Freddie Freeman. He hit 545, had a hit the entire week, 8 games, 7 games, 8 RBIs, hits, only strikeouts. American League Pitcher of the Week, Shane Bieber.
My guy's having a real tough time speaking right now. So we're hearing like every other word you're saying. Some bad internet. We're hearing like every other word you're saying. You have bad internet.
On.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro.
It's enough that we get the point, but like all the like you said something about the Dodgers, and I have no idea what you were talking about. but I know that the NL hitter of the week is Freddie Freeman.
Cool. We'll get on to sign language. Yeah, pitcher for the AL, Shane Bieber, 14 strikeouts. National League Pitcher of the Week, Brandon Woodruff, 15 innings pitched, 1 win, 16 strikeouts. Bichette, Freddie, Shane Bieber. That's gonna do it. Did you hear that? Funny to talk like.
I heard Bichette.
We heard like Bichette and then Shane and then like one of the pitchers' names and then one of the like the end of the other pitcher's last name and then you said and that's gonna do it.
All right. I'll say it one more time.
Let's see if it works.
Bo Bichette.
Okay.
Thumbs up. Freddie Freeman. Shane Bieber. Brandon Woodruff.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Is Brandon Woodruff like alive? Cause he missed like half the season because he had a finger thing, and then he's on my fantasy team.
He gave up 3. Yeah, 3.
Dude, you're gonna beat me in fantasy football.
Oh,
you just did. You just won right now. Like literally right when I opened the app. God damn it.
You're gonna beat me. Oh.
I think I have Brandon Woodruff on my. When does the fantasy baseball week end?
The 18th.
Is it over?
No, the 18th.
It looks like I'm playing.
It says it's the same matchup.
Yeah, there's 2 weeks.
What? Why?
Because playoffs. I don't know.
That's kind of
I
dumb.
need Kelly to do some things. I don't want to play you because all my guys are hot right now.
Hey man. I'm coming.
Okay, let's end the episode here. We will be coming out with a playoff schedule. Based off the real playoff schedule, we'll have episodes out sometimes. I don't know when. Hopefully we can discuss that soon. And we'll push that out in maybe the next episode, we hope. But we'll see you in a week, everybody. It was nice recording this. Goodbye.
It was very nice. Bye people.
16 of you.